Wow, day 7. Almost unbelievable. Seems like a lifetime of things have been achieved in 7 days. It's pretty exciting. Um, I want to just thank you for being with me. This is no major production. This isn't, Les Brown or Anthony Robbins. This is just real at-home stuff, and I appreciate you spending the time with me. So thank you. Today we're going to talk about 5 steps to eat a rhinoceros. I know you've heard about eating an elephant, but this is a little different. So with invitational spirit, I'd like to offer you a little something. I'm hoping it's a little something that has value in it. Many of us think, I know I have, like way too long about actually doing. I do a lot of thinking, but sometimes not enough doing. So don't allow people to pull your strings. Make your own life. Be brilliant. That's what this is about. After all, this is about growth. It might be time to let yourself free. You're not a marionette. You're not in a dungeon. I'm pretty sure there's no Wi-Fi in dungeons. See, here's why I offer this. I let people pull my strings for way too long, um, until they just weren't strings anymore. They were more like frayed threads. Don't let this happen to you. Maybe time to just stop embodying the knowledge or collecting knowledge like a China doll. It may be time to move from what is collecting to actually applying. Application is what spurs wisdom. Let's peel this back a little bit. Most of us can sense when there's something wrong. Often when we do, we experience frustration. This is a good juncture. This is the beginning. This tells us that something's wrong. It indicates to us that we need to ask some questions. It's usually indicated by what the heck is this? Or why did this happen? Why did this happen to me? But as I say it out loud, you already know. These are the wrong questions. Why then do we do it? Who knows? Just be reminded, don't do it. Those types of questions won't lead you anywhere. Instead, try asking the following. Number 1, what beauty is in this situation? I know, it sounds a little weird. But just try it once. You might be surprised where it takes you. Number 2, what can this become? This is a powerful question. Training yourself to ask these questions will take you places you've never been before. It will take you on an adventure to far-off lands outside yourself. These questions will stretch you and contort you, probably in ways that you didn't know were possible. It will take you to the end point of an issue. This is called a breakthrough. Try it once. You'll really like it. Ask yourself a few more questions. What are you aiming for? Is the target right? Is it the right target? Are your sights high enough? For a long time, my sights weren't high enough. I encourage you to aim high. When asking yourself about aims, imagine a GPS. See, there's accuracy and then there's precision. These are two separate things. Accuracy may get you within a mile, but precision will put you on target. Ask yourself what needs done. What needs to change? Once you know what needs changed, most of us already know, it's time to go at it. Sounds simple, right? But we know many times it seems overwhelming, too overwhelming, like eating a rhinoceros. I know, we've all heard about how to eat an elephant, but that's still not working, is it? Let's try something different. Here's a little quick disclaimer. If it's extremely serious and you don't know the root cause, seek a coach or a therapist. Most things aren't. If it's not, and you know what's holding you back, get to it. Most of us know deep inside it's ourselves holding us back. Maybe a little fear. If you need some help, simply say that out loud. Go to a trusted friend who's willing to help you or collaborate with you on the project. Don't hold yourself back. Don't put it on the shelf. Time is a commodity. Make it work for you. So how does one eat a rhinoceros? I know if I needed to eat a rhinoceros, I might need a little nudge. That's what friends are for. And mentors can help us with that too. They help us believe what they can already see. Don't fear it, just do it. So how does one eat a rhinoceros? Yep, I already can hear you. I can already hear what you're thinking. This is the first lesson. Don't ask yourself why. Why eat a rhinoceros? The mind is a tricky thing. It's designed to protect us. That's precisely why you may be sitting on the couch watching this instead of working out. Don't just ask yourself why. Don't get involved in that. Why is for discovering your purpose, and that's a different topic. If you know it needs done and you already identified it as a goal, then the next step is to dig in. The way to do this is chunk it down. You wouldn't eat a whole watermelon or entire turkey, would you? Then don't be afraid of a rhinoceros either. They're one and the same. It's no different. Chunk the whole down into smaller projects. Then the smaller projects into tasks. But don't stop there. This is where many people get caught up. Be more brilliant than that. It's not hard. It's only a 5-step process. Here's a quick story. I used to have a planner in which I wrote all the tasks of the things that I needed to get done. I even prioritized them and rated them as urgent, important, etc. But you know what? That's about as far as it went. Most days I would only get maybe 2, maybe 3 things done. I didn't know why. I looked everywhere inside myself for answers. Wasn't I engaged? Were they not the items I was passionate about? Were they not my strengths? Etc. See, but here's the thing. I was looking in the wrong place. I told you earlier, don't get caught up in the wrong why. What I needed was a little outside tip. Not everything is always inside us. This is exactly what connection is all about. What I discovered from a friend was what's called next action. See, those tasks weren't broken down far enough. I would look at my planner, and subconsciously I would know. They were all way too big to handle. It's a funny thing. If you take tasks down one more step, most often, you'll find bite-sized pieces. They're more manageable, and that way they won't be overwhelming. We don't read a whole book at a time, do we? No. We read it page by page over time. We read it word by word through knowing the letters. If you never learned the letters, you wouldn't know how to read. That's the solution in a nutshell. Find your next action. Now you know how to read a book? Yes. This is suggestive. I encourage reading, and now you know how to eat a rhinoceros, just in case you ever wondered. Let's recap real quick. 1. Ask yourself questions that determine any issues. 2. Once the issues are determined, break it into projects. 3. Break the projects into tasks. 4. Break the tasks down into their next actions. Oh, and there's one more thing I ask throughout the day to keep myself on task. That's the 5th step, and it's important too. Ask yourself often, what is the best use of my time right this moment? So once you have it all laid out, it's easy to answer this question, but not before you do the work. Now you have the answers. Go get them. Live lightly, shine brightly. Thanks for joining me.